I'll discuss the use of the dry bulb range, which is this one. The dry bulb. We have the dry bulb range, which is for the hottest months of dry bulb range. Then I'll be using this equation. Okay. So the fraction of daily temperature range. So that will be from the ASHRAE Handbook 2005, Fundamentals, Chapter 28. We'll be using this equation. Outdoor temperature is equal to your dry bulb at weather data, yung kanina, minus F, which is this one, multiplied by the dry bulb range. Okay. Usually kasi if you're going to plot yung temperature data natin, yung temperature versus your time, usually ang nangyayari, we have varying temperature as yung time natin travel, no? And we have your minimum temp, and we have your peak here sa ibabaw, peak temperature. What will be the peak temperature? Usually it will be 39.9. So at what time? Okay, since if you do energy saving, hindi naman pwede na patakuin mo ng aircon mo at the maximum kaagad, but you can adjust it in a time saving period. Now, in order to do that, we are going to use this equation. Okay. So let's plug in the data. Mapapansin nyo pala dito, no? Sa fraction daily range, we have your time. So that is starting from 1 to 8 and then 24. That corresponds to your 24 hours time. And this is represents as 1 o'clock a.m. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And this is expressed in 24 hours time, no? And this, so from the weather data, we have your dry bulb, which is for the annual cooling humidification. We have your dry bulb of 32.9, and we have your dry bulb range, which is 6.5. So let's try to apply that sa equation. We have 32.9 minus, let's start with the time 1 o'clock. So this is represented of 1. Okay, so that will be 32.9, corresponds with that 1 times 0.87, then multiply with 6.5. So we have the value of the temperature at 1 o'clock. That will be 27.245 degrees Celsius. Now, let's check yung outdoor temperature. So, mapansin nyo, using OT2, okay, so that will be 32.9 minus, corresponds niya, yung F, that will be 0.92 times 6.5, which is your dry bulb range. Then we have, so this is at 1 o'clock, no? 1 o'clock a.m. and this is corresponds to 2 o'clock. So we have 26.92 degrees Celsius. This is at 2 o'clock a.m. So you will notice the variation. Now, Para hindi ako I will show it in a form of Excel para mabilis, no? So I plug it in an Excel. So you will notice here class. So we have yung 27 to 42. Okay, so that is 1 o'clock. So pababa siya ng pababa until it reaches at 9 o'clock. So to nag-spike, nagkaroon ka ng spike ng temperature at 8 o'clock, then increasing until 10, then 11. Okay, you will notice that one. 11 o'clock AM. So pumalo na yung temperature mo to 30.3, then increasing to 12 o'clock 31, and we have the maximum temperature which is at 3 o'clock PM. So that will be 32.9 degrees Celsius until bababa na naman siya, bababa, and then so on. Okay, so you will see that the maximum temperature will be at 3 o'clock PM, or that is in the time which is in the 15 hours, no? Which is that corresponds to the F, which is 0. So this one. Okay. Now if we will try to plot yung data na kuha natin using the Excel, so you will notice the we have here the spike at this time. So it corresponds to 15 hours. So 15 hours, that is an equivalent to 3 o'clock PM. So you will see the time varying ng temperature. So you have if the building is running 24 hours, no? So at this point, so to illustrate, kagandahan ng yun, knowing the varying time. So yung sabi ko, if your building is running at 24 hours, so you will see, you will observe yung time saving starting from here. So you have the time saving starting from here going at this point. So this will be a time saving for the air conditioning load. So energy saving we have, and also starting at this point we have also your energy saving. Okay, then finally you have here the peak load. So you have your peak load at this point. Okay, so that represents, no? So this portion is a time saving also. And you will notice also, if we have your building, so straight that one, and we need to consider also, because the angle, for example, this is a space, no? So this is the space, and meron kayo, you have your the sun direction. So time varying rin ang load ninyo, because at yung portion which is exposed sa araw, okay, which is only on this side, so at what time, okay, so anong oras na exposed plus yung load niya doon. So by means of time series, we're using time series. Okay, if we're using the time series, we can determine at this time the load of your convection plus yung load ng solar we have at this point. Now if you reaches the time here, which is already 3 o'clock, no? 3 o'clock. Usually, saan yung location ng sun? So, it's around here. Okay? Maybe around here, or maybe it's around here. Now, kung meron kang partition ng building, so, ang air conditioning load mo will not be the peak load noon time na tawag dito because hindi na rin siya ang magiging peak load ng room na yun, peak load ng load na yun, because kung naging ganito nga yung temperature at 3 o'clock, this is 32.9, at ang solar radiation mo, location mo is already on this side ng building. So ito na yung portion na yan, which is iba ng partition. So yung peak load ng room na yan mag-iiba-iba. Okay? So depending on the location, so magkakaiba-iba na sila. So that is will be the conduction, no? Conduction plus convection, then plus yung solar load. So yung part ng building ay part ng room, every room have different peak load. So mag-iiba-iba siya, time varying when we apply the time series. So yun ang kagandahan at advantage. We can dissect or directly we can dissect and directly call this, see or examine each room what will be the peak load. So napaka-importante na ito yan, because in the design, if you're going to assume lahat na ay 32.9 degrees Celsius lahat ng room, okay, so exposing them lahat in 32.9 plus the solar, so magiging ang design natin magiging, we call this an over design. Ang labas ng design natin will be over design and oversize ng mga unit. So yun kasi minsan ang nagiging problema. So pag naging oversize yung mga units natin, so eventually it will correspond to high price of high cost of installation, same time, and also high cost of maintenance. Okay, so that is the application of using the we call this time series, or yung tawag natin na daily temperature range. So yung ginawa ko dito is just only an Excel, so it is an explanation to expedite my explanation, no? But eventually you will be doing manual calculation pa rin. Okay, so you can use Excel to check your work, so it can be done, but in pag isasubmit na niya, it will be in a written. Okay, so one of the ways to make sure naintindihan ninyo yung ginagawa ninyo, okay, because kung Excel lang yan, it's very easy to copy paste na lang doon sa and the one purpose na gusto ko mangyari is para maintindihan ninyo yung principle na tinuturo ko, and you can adapt it pag nagtrabaho na kayo.